There's a beautiful truth about wealth that most people overlook. It's not about chasing money all day until you collapse in exhaustion. True financial freedom comes when your money works for you, even while you rest. This isn't a dream reserved for the few. It's a mindset shift available to anyone who is willing to learn, take action, and trust the process. Making money while you sleep is not about laziness. It's about building systems, habits, and choices that allow your time to become your most valuable asset. Imagine waking up in the morning, not to an alarm you resent, but to an income that arrived while you were dreaming. This journey begins with an inner decision, choosing to move from trading time for money to creating value that lies beyond your direct effort. It's about planting seeds today that will bear fruit for years to come. The truth is, money is a mirage. It reflects your creativity, courage, and discipline. If you see obstacles, you'll find excuses. If you see opportunities, you'll find solutions. When you understand that wealth creation is a blend of mindset and mechanics, you'll step into a reality where your earnings no longer depend solely on your hours worked. So the secret is not in some mysterious stock tip or hidden formula. It's in your willingness to think bigger, act smarter, and trust that consistent, patient action can create results that compound over time. Shift from active income to passive income. Most people grow up believing that the only way to earn money is to work harder and longer. They trade their time for a paycheck, believing that income stops when they stop working. But the truth is, there's another way, a smarter way. Passive income is the art of setting up systems or assets that continue to earn for you, even when you're not actively working. Think of an author who writes a book once but earns royalties for years, or a property owner who collects rent every month without clocking into an office. Passive income is not instant magic. It requires front-loaded effort, planning, and sometimes risk. You must be willing to create something valuable that can live beyond your daily involvement. To transition from active to passive income, you first need to evaluate your skills, interests, and resources. What can you create, build, or invest in that will continue to generate value without your constant input? It could be real estate, a blog, a YouTube channel, affiliate marketing, stocks, or a subscription-based product. This shift also demands a mindset change. Instead of asking, how can I earn more for my time? You ask, how can I create something once and get paid many times? That's the doorway to financial freedom. When you start building passive income streams, you begin breaking free from the time for money trap. Eventually, your days become yours to design, not dictated by the hours you must sell. That's when you wake up one morning and realize you've achieved what most people only dream of. You're earning even while you sleep. Leverage the power of compounding. Compounding is often called the eighth wonder of the world for a reason. It's the principle where your earnings begin to earn their own earnings, creating a snowball effect that grows bigger over time. Most people underestimate this force because its magic isn't instant, it's gradual. But patience turns small, consistent actions into extraordinary results. Think of it like planting a tree. At first, the growth is slow, almost invisible. But as the roots take hold and the trunk strengthens, the branches multiply. And soon the tree bears fruit year after year without you planting it again. That's what happens when you let your money work for you through compounding. This applies to many areas. Stocks, index funds, real estate appreciation, reinvesting business profits, or even growing an online audience that buys from you repeatedly. The key is to start as soon as possible and remain consistent. Even modest investments, when given enough time, can grow into significant wealth. The real challenge is resisting the urge to pull money out too soon. Compounding is most powerful in the later stages, when the curve of growth steepens dramatically. The earlier you start and the longer you let it grow, the greater the rewards. If you want to make money while you sleep, compounding is your best ally. Every dollar you invest today can become the seed for hundreds or thousands tomorrow. It's not about sudden windfalls. It's about creating a flow of returns that accelerates year after year. The truth is, the greatest wealth builders in history didn't rely solely on skill or luck. They relied on time and compounding. Let your money keep working when you're awake, when you're resting, and even while you dream. That's how small beginnings become lasting fortunes. Build digital assets in the past. Creating wealth often required owning physical assets, land, buildings, factories. Today, some of the most valuable assets in the world aren't physical at all, they're digital. The beauty of digital assets is that you can create them once, and they can serve, sell, and generate income for years without extra work from you. A digital asset is anything online that holds value and can generate ongoing income. This could be an ebook, an online course, a membership website, a mobile app, a YouTube channel, a podcast, or even a well-optimized blog. Once built, these assets can keep attracting customers 24/7 across the globe. Think of it like owning a virtual storefront that never closes. While you're sleeping, someone on the other side of the world can be reading your ebook, purchasing your course, or watching your videos, putting money directly into your account. That's the magic of digital creation. Building a digital asset requires effort up front. You must plan it, create it, and position it so people can find and value it. But once it's built, the maintenance is minimal compared to the initial work. And unlike physical goods, you don't have to store, ship, or handle inventory. The secret is to focus on creating something timeless, a digital guide that solves a problem, a course that teaches a skill people will need for years, content that inspires or educates without becoming irrelevant in a month. When you own digital assets, you own leverage. You can reach thousands or millions without being physically present. This is one of the most accessible ways to start making money while you sleep, no matter where you live or what stage of life you're in. Digital capital assets aren't just tools for income. They're foundations for freedom. Use systems and automation. If you want to make money while you sleep, you must let technology work as hard as or harder than you do. Systems and automation are the engines that keep income flowing without your constant attention. They are what allow your business, investments, or projects to keep running at 2 a.m. while you're resting peacefully. Think about it. Without automation, you'd have to manually process every order, respond to every inquiry, and track every transaction. That would pull you right back into trading time for money. But with automation, these tasks happen seamlessly. Your online store processes orders automatically. Your email system sends responses instantly. Your ads run while you're away. Your payment processor collects money without you touching a button. Setting up these systems may take effort at first, but the payoff is enormous. For example, an entrepreneur might use a sales funnel that automatically leads customers from interest to purchase. An investor could use auto investment tools to reinvest dividends. A content creator could schedule posts weeks in advance, letting the audience grow around the clock. Automation also creates consistency. Human effort can be inconsistent. People get tired, distracted, or busy. Systems, on the other hand, run with precision and reliability. This means your business is always open and always working to bring in revenue, no matter where you are or what you're doing. When combined with digital assets and passive income streams, automation is what turns potential into reality. It frees your time, reduces stress, and scales your results beyond what you could ever do alone. The goal isn't to replace your effort completely, it's to multiply it. Let systems carry the heavy load so you can focus on creating, innovating, and enjoying life. That's the real power of automation. It works when you can't, and especially when you sleep. Diversify your streams. Relying on one single source of income is like standing on one leg. You might balance for a while, but the slightest push can knock you down. True financial security comes from having multiple income streams, so if one slows down, the others keep you steady. Diversification is about spreading your sources of earnings across different areas so you're not dependent on any one job, client, or product. This doesn't mean you chase every opportunity you see. It means you build a balanced mix of income sources that complement each other. For example, you could have a salary or freelance work for stability, passive investments like dividends or rental income for long-term growth, and digital products or affiliate marketing for scalable returns. If one market dips, the others can still keep money flowing in. Multiple income streams also allow you to take more creative risks. If you have steady rental income covering your bills, you might feel confident launching a passion project that could become your next big moneymaker. This freedom opens doors to innovation and new possibilities. The key is to start small and one new income stream at a time, and make sure it's sustainable before moving to the next. Each additional stream strengthens your financial foundation. When you diversify, you're no longer vulnerable to a single point of failure. You create a safety net that supports you through economic changes, market shifts, and unexpected life events. The beauty of diversification is that it not only protects you, it multiplies your earning potential. When several streams work together, the income they generate can far exceed what one alone could ever produce. And that's when you step into a life where financial stability is no longer a dream, it's your reality day and night. Think long-term, act daily. The dream of making while you sleep can tempt people into looking for quick wins and shortcuts, but lasting success rarely comes overnight. It's the result of small, consistent actions compounded over time. The key is to hold a long-term vision while committing to daily progress. Think of building passive income like planting an orchard. You can't expect fruit the day after planting the seeds. You water, you protect, you nurture. And only after a month or so years do you see the harvest. But once the trees mature, they can provide for you for decades with minimal effort. This mindset shift is powerful because it keeps you grounded during the early stages when results are slow. You understand that what you today, whether creating a product, investing, building a brand, or automating a system, isn't just for immediate payoff. It's an investment in a future where your time is free and your money works for you. Daily action is the fuel that powers your long-term vision. Set aside time each day, even if it's only 30 minutes, to move one step closer to your goal. That might mean writing a chapter of your ebook, researching investment opportunities, recording a video, or improving your online store. The long-term perspective also keeps you resilient. When a challenge appears, you see it as a temporary bump, not a reason to quit. You know that the seeds you've planted will grow if you keep tending to them. When you combine daily action with patience, you create momentum, and momentum is unstoppable. It carries you through difficult times and pushes you towards success. If you think big but act small every day, you'll wake up one morning not just making money while you sleep, you'll be living the life you once only imagined. The secret to making money while you sleep isn't really a secret at all. It's a choice to think differently, to act deliberately, and to build a life where your income is not chained to your physical presence. It's about stepping out of the endless loop of working for every dollar and stepping into the mindset of creation, ownership, and automation. Every stream of passive income begins as a seed, an idea planted in the soil of your determination. At first, it may seem small, even insignificant, but with patience, consistent action, and a willingness to learn, that seed begins to grow. One day, it produces fruit without you constantly tending to it. That's when you realize the beauty of this path. It gives you not just money, but time, and time is the real wealth. Time to wake up without rushing, time to be with your loved ones, time to pursue dreams that don't fit into a paycheck, time to live fully. Yes, there will be challenges. You will face doubts and moments where the old way of working feels easier. But remember, every person who enjoys passive income today once stood where you are, deciding whether to keep exchanging hours for dollars or to build something lasting. Your future self is waiting for the moment you take that leap. The systems you set up today could be the reason you smile tomorrow morning when you check your phone and see that money arrived while you were dreaming. This is your moment. Start now. Create something once that will serve others for years. Build streams of income that flow even in your absence. And wake up every day knowing you've unlocked the secret. Your money works for you, even while you sleep.